Alright, Ye Nation. Welcome to the first episode of Cowboys Talk 2025 edition. Now, I know in my NBA quiz, my most recent video, I said I probably wasn't going to do this. But that wasn't really definitive. I think in the video, I kind of hinted it might have been, but I'm kind of flaky, honestly, I was rewatching some of my old Cowboys videos, and I'm like, you know what? I think I have a lot to say still. Even though, I mean, yes, I watched all the games last year, but it was a real tough season to get through, so I don't really know as much, or I don't think I'll be able to say as much detail as I did in the past seasons. But, you know what? Might as well give it a go. So we're going to start with the 2025 free agents. Who should they bring back? Who should they let go? All that good stuff. So, starting off, this is a pretty big list. Zach Martin, obviously. This is not updated. 2025 team. He has retired. Zach Martin, absolutely legendary career. He has more Pro Bowls than holding penalties called against him. That's GOAT status. That is insane. That's just crazy. So, put him in the Hall of Fame. I do believe that we've got some guys who can replace him. TJ Bass, Brock Hoffman. They've got depth, and they'll probably grab some guys in the draft too. So, it's really sad to see him go. Another failed career by Jerry Jones, honestly. Another failed career. Just like DeMarcus Ware, I really pray that Micah Parsons' career doesn't go that way. Next up is DeMarcus Lawrence. Now, to be honest, I wouldn't mind if they let him walk. If they bring him back, it would be cool, but only like on a 1-year deal. He's getting up there in age, and also I think they could just find a better replacement in the draft at this point. Brandon Cooks, I'm also fine with letting him walk. Now, he did make a decent amount of plays. He is a playmaker, and I'm using the Over the Cap website for this information. He played 40.2% of the snaps, so D-Law last year 12.4%, Zach Martin 54.6%. So Brandon Cooks, bring him back or don't. It doesn't matter to me. Trey Lance, he can hit the door. He can hit the door. Terrible trade. Waste of I think they gave a 4th for him, maybe a 5th. It's a waste of a trade. I mean, he's no good. We know this. He's no good. So next up is Eric Kendricks, linebacker, and he was actually like one of the few free agents they did sign last year. I didn't cover any of the 2024 season for Cowboys Talk. I was too lazy, I guess. I don't really remember my mindset. I just didn't film any Cowboys Talk videos, but Eric Kendricks, he played 83.3% of the snaps last year. He is 33 years old. Decent amount of production, honestly. So, yeah, bring him back. Why not? Brian Anger, punter, obviously. He's been with the Cowboys for quite some time now. He is 37 years old, so that's up there. And punters, let's be honest, they're pretty easily replaced, so I don't know if we'll see him back or not. They could easily grab up a punter in the 6th, 5th round, maybe even an undrafted one, and, call it a day. But if they want to bring him back, I would have no qualms with that. Jordan Lewis. Now, this is the first guy on the list that I really hope they bring back. He's a high-energy dude. He's really entertaining to listen to in his media interviews and whatnot. And he's also a pretty good corner. So I think he mainly plays nickel. So yeah, I do want to see Jordan Lewis back. Linval Joseph, no. I don't want to see him back. Just another failed attempt at getting a freaking nose tackle. They've tried so many different players. They tried Jordan Phillips, Linval Joseph, Mozzie Smith. I mean, Mozzie Smith has had some flashes here and there, but not enough for me to say that he was worth the 1st-round pick. And Linval Joseph, I believe he was a free agent. Just not enough flashes. Cooper Rush, yeah, bring him back. familiar with the system, long time backup. I want him back. CJ Goodwin, special teams ace, already signed with the Cowboys. He only played 0.4% of the snaps last year because I'm pretty sure he was injured. But yeah, that's a good signing. He's, special teams is important. It's very underrated. Next up is Trent Sieg, the long snapper. Yeah, re-sign him. It's a freaking long snapper. Just re-sign him. Chuma Edoga. I think maybe they could let him walk, It's not too hard to find offensive line depth. So it's not really important for them to bring back. Now, Osa Odigizua. This was actually just announced today or maybe yesterday. He is re-signed. They got him on a 4-year, $85 million deal. And this is great because Osa showed out last season. He was honestly really good against the run, and we needed that so badly. So I'm glad he's back. Next up is Rico Dowdle, and I am almost certain they will bring him back. But, first round, a lot of people are thinking of that Tetroya guy, wide receiver. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. But my personal pick is the running back from Boise State. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. It might come to me, but yeah, I want that guy. Chauncey Golston, edge. He is, I thought he might have been kind of a rotational guy, but he apparently played 71.6% of the snaps. So, yeah, sure, bring him back. Nick Vigil, no, don't bring him back. He's no good. Amari Warrior, same deal. He is not good. Don't bring him back. Will Greer, apparently he's already re-signed with the Cowboys. I don't know what the point of that is. Darius Harris, he's apparently re-signed with the Cowboys. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't know who that is. He might have only played 0% of the snaps because he was injured last year and he might be a special teamer. Or maybe he's just like a third on the depth chart guy. They brought him back. They see something in him. Don't know. Carlos Watkins, who was a Cowboy and then he went to the Texans and then now he's back. It's another take it or leave it. I don't really care if they bring him back or not. Carl Lawson, yet again, I could take it or leave it if they keep him, But on Carl Lawson, I am leaning more towards the edge of keep him as opposed to the other guys like Carlos Watkins or Linval Joseph. Brock Hoffman already re-signed with the Cowboys. I like that pickup. He was pretty good. Ismail Mukwamu, safety. I would bring him back. I think he's fairly decent. Marquise Bell, underrated maybe, but he only played 3% of the snaps. Can't quite remember. Bring him back. Sure, I wouldn't be mad at it. Now, Kevontae Turpin, wide receiver. Absolutely want him back. He's the fastest man in the NFL. Kickoffs, punt returns, the potential is crazy with Kevontae Turpin. Tyrus Wheat is a intriguing guy because I think he was actually an undrafted free agent and he's, had some flashes here and there. He played about 14.9% of the snaps and he is already re-signed with the Cowboys. And Wanye Thomas, not Juanye. Wanye Thomas, already re-signed with the Cowboys, played 8.5% of the snaps. Pretty good deal. Wanye is a good player. So when you look at this list, the guys they've already brought back is CJ Goodwin, special teams ace, Osa Odigizua, massive. A lot of people thought he was going to leave in the offseason, so I'm really glad that he's back. And then you got Will Greer, whatever. Darius Harris, don't know who he is, but sure, he's back. Brock Hoffman, pretty good lineman. Tyrus Wheat, some flashes. And Wanye Thomas, pretty good safety. So those guys are good. And then Zach Martin, retired. A lot of these other guys, still to be determined. Now, an interesting one is Trey Lance. I'm pretty sure he's gone because Jerry Jones has already said that he is going to draft a quarterback in the draft at some point. So, bye-bye Trey Lance, I guess. Now, interestingly enough, I don't see Brandon Aubrey on here because I was for sure thinking that people were talking about him as he was going to get payday. And his payday will come. There's no way they're going to let him walk. That would be the stupidest thing of all time. Jerry Jones might not be the smartest tool in the shed, but he wouldn't do that. There's no way he would make that move. Not even Jerry Jones. So, yeah, this is the full free agent list for the Cowboys. And then I might make a video on the biggest free agents, on where they go, because Myles Garrett, whoever picks up Myles Garrett, they're getting maybe a Super Bowl contender right out of the way if he's already going to a good team, because that dude is crazy. And now that I think about it, Micah Parsons isn't on this list either, so I guess Brandon Aubrey and Micah Parsons, they're not necessarily free agents, but you still want to extend them because you don't want them to be entering that free agency period at all. You know, you don't want that. So, yeah, that's all my opinions on the free agents. First episode of 2025 Cowboys Talk. I will definitely make a video on the draft, and I will attempt to make a video on a video after each game this year. No guarantees, but I'm really going to try hard to actually keep up with it this time around, because none of the previous installations of Cowboys Talk have been able to do that up to now. So thank you for watching, Yeet Nation. By the way, South America coming tomorrow.